Hey you guys, welcome to my camera's crooked. Welcome to another video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am, but it's like 40 degrees outside, you guys. And if y'all know me, y'all know I do not like the cold weather. I mean, it's cool for the change, you know, it's not so hot outside, but it's like 45 degrees. It's cold. And my heater is like on, like it's not turned off since last night. And I'm like, oh my god, that's just funny. But anyways, I'll get through it. So what's up, everybody? I want to come to talk to you guys today about how to find surgical tech jobs and some of the qualifications that you can expect that you're gonna need if you're looking for a job as a surgical tech. So recently, I think, for the last 2 months at least, I was like on the job search. Like, I've been looking for different jobs for more money and just a little, like a different change of pace is what I was trying to say. And so all of like the places here that I was interviewing at, for one, like I told y'all in the previous, they wasn't calling me back. The ones that did want to call me back, like they needed me to be on call and all that, and the pay just wasn't enough for me to be on call and to do it. So I was just like feeling really discouraged. I didn't tell y'all that, but I was like feeling really discouraged, and I'm like, dang, you know, I don't know what to do. Like, and so because I have this, like, I have my hand in all these other projects, I'm like, you know, I need to focus on something else and just phase my way out of being in the OR, which ultimately is the plan. Like I've been saying, like I won't be doing this for the next 10 years. It's just not what I want to do for the next 10 years. And so anyways, when I was looking for these jobs, I ended up going on the LA trip, and that kind of opened me up to the whole traveling aspect. So I did get a question not too long ago, and I do read you guys' questions. I'm sorry that I don't always reply, but I don't use my laptop as much, and it's easier for me to reply to you when I'm on my laptop. But normally when I'm doing this stuff, I'm on my phone, and so I am gonna get on my laptop hopefully today and start replying to some of the comments. But anyways, one of the comments was, how long have I been traveling? So I traveled for like that week to LA, but I had taken a contract in the city a couple years ago. So that's kind of how I got exposed to traveling and contracting and things like that. Now, traveling and contracting aren't the same, but they can be through the same company. So traveling would be where you travel at least 60 miles from your permanent residence to a facility, and then they pay you like a housing stipend and all of that stuff. A contract can be within the city, and some of them give you housing stipends and some of them don't. So recently I had two major hospitals here in Jacksonville. One of them had a contract and they were only paying you, they didn't want to pay the housing stipend because like I was in the city. But the other one didn't have a restriction on it. Like they were just like, you know, we need people that are capable of doing this job. And so I submitted myself to one of them. The other one that didn't pay the housing stipend was basic pay that you would get as a surgical tech anyway. So it wasn't like an incentive for me to want to do it. And then the only thing that would have been nice was to get paid weekly. Now that's what I will say about traveling. You get paid weekly and you get paid more. Like hands down, it is a lot more, you guys. It's like almost $10 to $15 more than what you would make as a staff person. And the thing that I like about it is most of the contracts are 8 and 13 weeks. And so you can either stay or you can go somewhere else. And so that I like. You don't get stuck in that, like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like the media, like being there all the time. Like you get something, like for me, I don't like to be stuck in this mundane, everyday, going to work, doing the same thing over and over again. Like I don't like that, and I get bored with it. And then so after like a year of me being somewhere, if I don't get challenged in like different areas, then I'm ready to go on to something new. And so I just thought it was like, oh sorry, my dog was barking. I just think it's cool to be able to go to a place for a little while, you know, and if you want to stay, you can stay. If not, then you in your contract and you go on somewhere else. But most of the places where you go, they appreciate you much more than when you working for somebody and they feel like, you know, you need them, you know, and not to say you want somebody to need you, but you at least want to be appreciated, you know, when you at the facility, and they appreciate their travelers, especially if you're good, like if you're good at being a surgical tech or sterile processing tech, then they appreciate you being there because you're helping them. But like what I've noticed is from being staff, a lot of times you don't get the appreciation, like, and then people feel like, you know, like you need them, like, oh, you need the money. And a lot of times, like for me, because I have so many other projects going on, like I don't have to be in the OR, you know, to make money. Like I can make money home and just as much money home. I might have to work a little bit more because when you do your own business, you do put more time in it. But I don't mind working harder for myself because in the end, it's for me, it's not for someone else. But back to being in the OR, like the pay, y'all, and then you still get like a 401k, you still get benefits and things like that, so you don't lose if you need those like security blankets as far as dental and medical and you know, retirement and stuff. Like you can still do all that stuff. Now as far as how I look at it, I don't do 401ks anymore because I figure I could do my own. Let me say it like this: a 401k can be nice if the company is matching you, but for me, I don't get caught up on like, oh, retirement through a company, because I can invest my own money and get a better return and have a better, like, and know what I'm doing, instead of like getting a 401k and letting them put the money into, you know, like they just put the money wherever they see fit, and a lot of people don't know where their money is, and so you don't know how fast how fast it's growing, how fast it's not growing. And so the 401k is not a big deal, and you can still do a 401k as a self-employed person and things like that, but that's a whole other video, you guys. What I'm saying, my point is, you can still get all the perks and benefits that you would get from a hospital. You can get it with traveling. Now, how it works is, let's just say I get excited about this because I like, you know, finding little holes in life. Like, anyways, a lot of it is not taxed. Let's just say that, okay? So let's just say you make $1,300 every week, a weekly pay, right? Probably only 800 of that is taxed, maybe 700 of it is taxed, right? So the rest of it is not taxed because they put it in as a housing stipend and like travel pay and stuff like that. So the money that you're getting, like you're getting a lot, and at the end of the year, you're not in this tax bracket paying, this high tax bracket paying all these taxes. Like, this is how the rich people be rich, y'all. It's a whole tax thing. Like, Donald Trump is extreme. He's caused a lot of controversy and conversations, but I'm gonna tell you, if you've been paying it, and I'm not a Donald Trump fan, so don't come for me, y'all. Just listen to me for a second. Pay attention to what is going on. All of the tax breaks and all of that, that's where, like, that's how people are getting rich. It's like you make $1 million, but they taxing you at 100,000 or something like that. You know, like, I'm just using that as an example. That might not be, that's not exact math, but I'm just telling you how to pay attention to things. So, like, for me, one of the things that I figured out was to have a home business, right? You have a home business, and I get to write off a large portion of my housing expense because I have a home business. So that makes my cost of living at the end of the year less than what I would be paying if I was on freaking public assistance. Like, the tax breaks is where it's at, you guys. Like, that's the best that I can say. So anyways, back to traveling. A lot of it is tax free, or it's not as taxed as you, like, it's not like you making 25. Like, one of the positions I just seen, sorry that the lighting is fluctuating, the sun's coming up, but anyways, a lot of the travel positions, they'll be at like $2,000, right? Not a lot of them, but some are like $2,000 a week, and you're getting it weekly, right? And you're not being taxed in the $8,000 per month tax bracket. So $8,000 per month is what, times 12? That's like almost $100,000, right? It's $96,000 a year. You're not being taxed at that. You're being taxed at like half of that, because more than half of it is your housing. So it just makes it even more like beneficial to me, because you get paid, you know, and they paying you for, some of them paying you for travel. They're paying you per diem, which is like a meal stipend and things like that. Like, it's just really worth it to go traveling, especially if you're single. Man, like, I love my son, y'all, but he's gonna have to come with me, because if I don't take him with me or like figure out a way to do this, then it just seems like, you know, I don't know, like, I just can give him a better life with more resources. And at the end of the day, money is resources. Like, I don't need to make $1 million a day, I mean $1 million a year. I want $1 million, like, yes, because I will have more resources. And when you got more resources, you can help more people. Like, I do get like a thrill out of being able to help people. Like, that's just that's just who I am. A lot of times it bites me in my ass, but it is what it is. You know, God put me here to be who I am, and no apologies. Like, I'm unapologetically me all day long. Anyways, if you're looking for travel jobs, I will also look into the larger travel agents. I don't want to say that, but I do want to say it, because the thing is, they offer, like, a larger company can offer you more. Now, what I've done was I've started partnering with these people. Like, you can partner with the big companies and either like do referrals and things like that, and then they'll pay me a referral fee at the end for, like, it's like a finder's fee, but it's a whole situation. So I'm working with people on that, because I feel like I'm in this community and I want to help you guys find the best opportunities without having like a company motive. You know what I'm saying? Because companies, like how it works is, the big companies, they have quotas too. So sometimes they might just put you in these positions just to meet their quota, and you're in the middle of East Bumblefuck getting screwed, you know, and the people don't like you only because the recruiter just needed to, you know, meet their quota. Now, the recruiters that I've been working with, you guys, like, I'm like 100 with everybody. So I talk to them like I'm talking to one of my homegirls. Like, it's none of this like, hi, I'm Kiafa, you know, like, nah, what's going on? What's the pay rate? You know, what's the bill rate? I want to know, can we do better than that? You know, or is this it? And so sometimes that's it, and sometimes it's not. But I feel like if you present yourself in an authentic way, then you get authenticity. I can't say that. You get it back. Like, what you put in the universe comes back to you. So the people I've been working with, like, I can tell if we vibing. If we not vibing, then I feel like you hiding something from me, and I can't deal with that, trying to figure out where you coming from. Like, I'm not gonna deal with that. I've learned to follow my intuition, and when that little inkling come out, like, something ain't right, I just might not be able to put my finger on it, but I know something is not right. But that's what I was saying. The people that I've been working with, I've been talking to them for like years. At least 2 of them I've been talking to for years. The other ones maybe like within this year, like less than a year. And they already know, like, I'm not gonna leave Jacksonville for anything less than $1,500. You know, like, I wouldn't expect you to want to go to another state and have to leave your home address and make the same amount that you could be making while you was at home. Like, that doesn't make any sense. If you're gonna go traveling, you need to be making enough money to take care of your house that you stay in permanently. Or if you don't have a house, then that's good, but you need to be able to take care of home, and you have to be able to have like somewhere to live when you're traveling. So be mindful of that. And so for me to leave Jacksonville for anything less than $1,500 doesn't make sense. Now, if I'm in Jacksonville, or in the surrounding areas, it can be a little bit less. But for me to like go 5 hours outside of Jacksonville, either way, sorry y'all, I got hiccups now, it just doesn't make sense. So I want to be able to like help you guys. It's like I'm in the trenches with you. Like, what type of person would you want to have, like somebody that don't know what's going on and they trying to lead you down this path, or somebody that's out here with you like, no, that doesn't make any sense, we're not working for that. And then two, it's also, you have to understand the tax part of it. Like I was just telling you guys, as a surgical tech, the IRS knows that we make around a certain amount of money. So if you go to one of these companies and they say, oh, we can put your taxable at $10, hell, oh, I don't know what that noise was. No, you cannot do, I can't. The IRS knows surgical techs make more than $10 an hour, so that's gonna get me audited. And then guess who's gonna be held accountable? Not the company, you guys. You boo. So if I allow my rate of pay to be $10 because I want a bigger bring home, I might get audited. And Lord knows the IRS is not somebody, we know how they will put your ass in jail. Like, we're not trying to go to jail over no surgical tech job, over no $10 an hour. Like, we're not doing it. And so I just want to be able to like bring, like, I'm in this shit with you guys, you know what I'm saying? So I want you to see what I see. I be asking the questions that other people don't want to ask. To some people that might feel like I'm a little controversial, it's not that I try to be controversial. I just want the facts. I don't want you to be trying to hide shit, candy coat nothing. Give me the tea and let me decide whether or not this is gonna be for me or not. And so I remember telling this one, I had this one nurse manager, and it's sad because things didn't work out. You know, I gotta tell y'all about this situation in another story, but some things happened, and I won't be working with her anymore. But she was a military surgical tech like I was. She went and became a nurse. And what happens when you work with people that's like that, they're in the trenches with you. Like, she would come in and she would give us lunch breaks. You know, I love a nurse manager that was scrubbing. Like, if you can scrubbing, and you need those kind of people because they, you know, like, they understand a little bit more where you coming from than somebody that can't really get out there and get in it with you. And so that's the type of person that I'm trying to be as far as bringing these jobs to you guys. So I will be bringing jobs to you guys. I will have job offers, especially like if you fresh out of school and stuff. It kind of is hard to find a job, but it's somebody out there that will take new surgical techs. And so, like I say, these recruiters and stuff that I've been working with, they've been giving me access to certain jobs and positions that aren't listed. Like, you don't know, like, one of them I just seen in Alaska. I just saw 2 different job postings in Alaska. They were 2 totally different rates. Now, one of them I did see on not YouTube, or on Facebook, but the other one was not on Facebook or anywhere. It's not listed anywhere else. The only reason I knew about it was because the person that I was like working with told me the information. She was like, yeah, I can get you these type of referrals and all of this stuff. And so I was just like, okay, cool. But I'm just gonna let you guys know, like, this is a good job, but you know, sometimes, like, if the pay ain't right, then I'm just be like, y'all, the pay, you know, it's $1,200 a week. That might work for you, because you might already be in that area, or you might have family in that area, or if you got an RV or like a trailer or something, and you can just travel and live in that, like, that's what I want to do. Like, that's where you're going to save your money at, because even if you had to rent an RV or a trailer or something, and let's just say it was $500 a month for you to rent it, that's cheaper than going and buying an apartment or renting somewhere in the area that you're going to be living in. So anyways, you guys, this video is really long, and it is, and I'm probably not going to edit it, but, well, I might edit it on YouTube, but anyways, I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of editing, so I do apologize if it's like all over the place and, you know, whatever. I'm trying to just give you guys this information as best as I can without having to do too much. All that editing, like, I don't mind editing, but it just takes up more time, and then it makes me not want to post a video because I got to go fix it and all this stuff. But I want to be able to, like, help people, because, like, and I can help you guys in this way because I know what's out here. Like I said, I've been doing this for 12 years. I haven't been traveling for 12 years, but I've been in this, like, surgical tech community for a long time. And as far as traveling go, I was introduced to it back in 2009 and 10. That's when 2010. That's when I took my like, local contract job. My phone gonna go there. That's when I took the local contract job, and I was able to, you know, meet a lot of people, and they was telling me this is what you need to do. And for a surgical tech, you can take a SPD tech job too. So let's just say you can't find a surgical tech job, and you like, I don't have to scrub, I could just go work in SPD. they make just as much traveling as surgical techs do. Now, sometimes, you know, surgical techs get offered different positions. You're going to get offered more positions as a surgical tech because they need more surgical techs, seem like, than they need SPD techs. But let's just say you want to stay close to home and there's no surgical techs in your area, but there are SPD tech jobs in your area. Like, you do that instead, and then you wait for another job to open up, and then you go back to the OR. So yeah, you guys, that's what I got for you guys today. I hope this video was helpful. I do apologize for not getting back to them comments sooner. It's just so many comments. Like, God, I'm finna work on that today. I got an appointment, but I'm gonna work on that today, and hopefully I am able to like answer the questions that you guys want me to answer. I'm finna make another video about shoes. Somebody asked me about OR shoes, so that was a really good question. So I'm about to answer that one, and then I'm gonna hop on the computer and answer you guys' questions. So anyways, I love you guys. I hope this video was helpful. I know it's long. I talk a lot, you guys. Even in person, I talk a lot. So, but it don't just be like BS. It be like facts. You know what I'm saying? You just talk. If you're gonna talk facts. So I'm out. I have to use the bathroom, and I do love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.